Hey guys, welcome back to Dip Switch Demos. My name is Jackson and today we're going to check out the Death by Audio Germanium Filter. So I think, truth be told, I didn't quite click with this pedal at first. I thought almost there was too much of everything. You know, it was too wild, too aggressive, too much gain, too much volume. But my opinion completely changed on this pedal actually when I sat down to record this demo. For some reason, everything just clicked when the cameras were rolling. It was just me and the pedal, and something clicked, and I was really vibing with this pedal. A huge range of fuzz distortion tones with a distinct kind of desky, direct, kind of broken speaker sound. It's almost like the vintage fuzz that never existed up until now. Death by Audio themselves describe this pedal as a love letter to sticking a pencil into your speaker, made from a couple of spicy germanium transistors in a sort of console type drive circuit, and then with some Death by Audio magic sprinkled on top there. Two of the most powerful and versatile controls up top that I've ever come across, almost intimidatingly so, but there's a lot of tones available just from these two controls. The drive is this bottom one labelled clean to dirty. Really, it's sort of a dirty boost all the way to full out disgusting fuzz, basically. The control on the top is your filter, and I really think in the playing part of this demo you can hear what that control is doing and how it is so much more than just a simple tone control. You can hear as I sweep it left to right what frequencies it is adjusting and also what it is bringing in and out of your tone. It takes you from two quite drastic extremes, from really subby lows to quite searing, piercing highs, I suppose, but those two sounds, the two extremes, are more usable than you might think. And I've found uses in almost every position of both of these controls in really kind of extreme and also surprising ways. You will also notice that there is no volume control on the face of this pedal. You adjust the volume internally via trim pot. I'm not sure how I feel about this still yet. Yes, it would be useful to have a third knob on top to adjust the volume, or even a little dial on the side. But at the same time, kind of having that internal volume adds to the character of the pedal. It's definitely a characterful pedal. I'm sure all of Death by Audio pedals are the same sort of thing, so I kind of respect that they've put the volume inside. I've also found that the volume is quite set and forget. It is very balanced between the clean and heavy sides. I know there's a lot of distortion fuzz pedals out there that really drop volume when you turn the gain down. This, not so much. It does stay pretty balanced up and down the gain range. Funny story actually, because I run my recording setup, I attenuate my amp using the Boss Wazza tube amp expander, so I can keep the levels in the room pretty low and consistent but still crank my amp. I don't always actually notice if there's a drastic volume increase in the type of tone I'm going for, what the pedal's doing, just kind of the nature of the way I'm recording in this room. But when I was playing with this pedal, I looked over to my Boss Wazza tube amp expander and noticed that the light that is usually green was actually red and flashing at me. And so that's something that I've never seen before. I didn't even know it did go red. So this pedal was pushing the amp so hard, and the amp was then pushing the attenuator, the Boss Wazza tube amp expander, so hard that it was clipping. But it did sound awesome when it was pushing it all so hard. A really impressive thing about this pedal is the cleanup, is that even when the gain is cranked, roll back that volume on your guitar and you get really sparkling clean to break up sort of tones. And this pedal does it so well. Crank that gain up and you'll hear that there's a lot of gain in this pedal. Crank it all the way to the max and you can still get cleaner sound by rolling down your volume. I even noticed when you have the filter turned all the way down that you still retain a load of high end when you roll the volume on your guitar down. And then whack your volume back up and you have that huge distortion, bottomless, low end tone. So this pedal went from something I wasn't totally sure on to an absolute must have in about 30 minutes for me. It really is like the vintage fuzz that never existed, and the fact that it nearly blew up my amp kind of makes me love it even more. I don't think initially it's actually super approachable, like I struggled with it at first, but I think once you get your head around what the controls are doing and spend some time with the fat tones, you'll find that there's some really useful tones in here and also a lot of fun to be had with this pedal. I'm actually going to be keeping this on my board for a little while longer because I've found a whole load of uses for it, especially recording, layering up those bigger riff sections, having this either in the forefront but especially sort of underneath maybe a couple of other double track guitar tones really adds just a nice amount of aggression to whatever you're doing. I can also imagine this is going to be amazing in a live situation because of that really powerful filter control. You can really sculpt where you want to sit in the mix just with one control. Thanks guys for checking out the video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and maybe check out some more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.